Hey guys, Iceman here, and I'd like to thank freaking Scooter Capone. Man, he became a patron of mine. That's right. So he's hooking me up on a monthly basis, man, with a donation for this channel. Thanks, dude. That's awesome, man. You're like the second patron that I have, and a very generous offer that you have granted me, dude. Thank you. Wow, that's awesome. So I appreciate it. If you guys want to help me out on Patreon as well, you can find it in the link in the description below, okay? I really appreciate it. Now, in this video, I am going to make this GG armor that I mentioned of last game, okay, that I've been preparing. Because I've been wearing Gladiator's Bane. Now, this armor is pretty cool. It has a faster hit recovery, cannot be frozen, so you can get away with not using a Ravenfrost. And it has some cool defensive mods, right? And if you were to put an Umrune in it, it'd be pretty epic. But in terms of offensive purposes and stuff, it's not very offensive at all. So, Iceman wanted to make an offensive armor. So I can offend the enemies, dude. Like, big time. So check this out. Yeah, I've been working on this, man. I found this Archon plate in the throne room. It was plain, so I wasted a freaking socket on it. I don't want to go superior armors this time because it's so damn costly repairing those. It's like 30,000 gold for every durability with a superior armor. And it's far less when I'm just plain. And it's a pretty high defense for a plain Archon plate. It ranges from like 400 some to like 520 some, I believe. So 508 isn't bad. So here we go. El, Sal, Dal, Low. I attained this low. When the ladder was early, I got rid of some stuff. I sold some stuff off for currency. You know what I mean? What? What? You gonna talk shit, man? Yeah, in Diablo 2, there's not very there's not a very feasible way of trading, you know, except for just making a damn game and sitting on your ass and waiting. But there are other methods to go about with your trading. But nonetheless, I mean, I attained an Elrum, okay? You want to talk shit? Go ahead, talk shit, man. But what you gonna do when the Iceman comes for you? But let me go on. I mean, yeah, I found like this ethereal paladin shield man early on in the ladder. It only had 15 resol. I couldn't believe it. And it was 4 sockets. And this guy really wanted it. So he paid me like the value of like an omen, a low rune for the damn thing. I couldn't believe it. Because it only had 15 resol. But you gotta find those socketables, man, and people are gonna trade up for that shit. You know, if you run the pits and stuff, you don't need any magic find. And you'll find some nice socketables. And that shield was just one example. And I found other things as well that I sold off. And now that the market has been a hell of a lot more saturated, the value in a lot of things has deplenished quite a bit. You know what I mean? So I was able to get myself a low rune. So here we go. I'm going to make this sucker, and I did make my grief already. The gear isn't all that impressive. I could use a better belt, a better string of years. And, but it's sufficient, man. And I'm going to brew up a weapon as well that I'm going to use in place of this sometimes. I'm going to do some comparisons, you know, and test them out. But okay, hope for Daddy to roll a nice Fortitude, okay? Cross your fingers, man. El Sal Dal Low. The thing that ranges with this now is the life. You know, I believe it gives either 1 life per character level or 1.5 life per character level, which is quite a difference. So I'm level 87. So let's hope that I get more life per character level, you know what I mean? And not just the 1 life per character level, because I'm going to be pissed. Oh, and the resistances range as well, don't they? I believe it's from 25 to 30. So, come on, man, cross those fingers. This is where I did it last time, was in Act 3 Hell mode, after sitting in the game for a few minutes. And I made this nice grief. Super high damage, man. 396 out of 400. Someone in my comment section made mention that this is like in the 97 percentile. 100% being like the best grief possible. This was like a 97 out of 100. Pretty whack, man, the chances, you know? Seems accurate to me, right? 396 out of, 400. Maybe those numbers are slightly off, but nonetheless, it's a damn high roll. The increase of stack speed might not even be a nuisance, because I believe I hit the breakpoint regardless. So if it was 30 to 40, it wouldn't have even made a difference, as far as I know. Or 35 to 40 even. In which case, I'm the bare minimum, but I hit the breakpoint. But I have some more testing to do, okay? But let's make this sucker and hope for the best for Daddy. Here we go. L, Sol, Dol, Lo. Oh, okay. The life, it's not 1 point. It is 1.5. Holy shit. Yeah, that's 1.5 life, isn't it? Or is it 1.35? I think it's 1.5, dude. 108 from 87. So about half of 87 is about 43. So is it? I don't know. It's close. It's like 1.35 or 1.5 life per character level right here, right? Oh, and 27 all res. Okay. Yeah, and look at the defense. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the defense is very nice for a non-superior. Okay, and the look is okay. Right? Here's how it compares to Gladiator's Bane. Yeah, I think it looks cooler than Gladiator's Bane, how it has the spiky shoulder pads and stuff. And my damage, I mean, this is basically, it didn't calculate in the damage from grief. And of course, this thing does a ton of damage to undead, which it doesn't calculate in either on the character screen. This is often known as the LCS, which is the lying character screen, man, because it doesn't really factor in real numbers always. But it should actually be quite a significant difference in damage that my character's outputting now. So, in fact, I think I'm noticing it already. Oh, and my Merc doesn't even have his might on yet. Yeah, so once my Merc turns on his might especially, Daddy will really be kicking ass. But let me take a look-see here. I'm going to run at the council members, and I'm going to slaughter them. Now, I'm going to do a hell of a lot more testing with this. Like, I'm going to run some Chaos Sanctuary. And now I have, like, this direct comparison, because I've done a lot of runs, man, with that Gladiator's Bane armor on. Ooh, and my res. Yeah, my res is way up high now, too. See, look at, they weren't maxed with this, so they're significantly higher now. A nice 80 lightning res. And I'll have a T-Gods as well that I intend to keep in the stash for when I want it, if I ever do. I haven't even needed it, man. Not even in the World Stone Keep. So it's been really nice how I haven't needed the T-Gods yet, but I'll still probably have it on anyway in the stash, just in case. But let's go try to run the council a second, and I'll see if I can, you know, pull anything from this in terms of its speed. Oh, I didn't even turn on my enchant. That's right. See, I have this enchant on Switch with Demon Limb. So now my attack rating went from like 8,000 to 11,000. So it really helps with attack rating. Of course, it gives you a little bit of fire damage as well. But it's just not very significant. Yeah, he really wasted the shit out of those guys. And I don't think my Merc even turned on his Might Aura yet. So if you wanted to be really efficient, you know, you could let your Merc just attack the monsters by himself and you don't attack them. And just wait for his Might Aura to go on. Because it initiates after he fights for a little bit. Usually it only takes like 20 seconds. If you just let him fight the monsters on his own for 20 seconds, it'll engage. And a good place to do that generally is, you know, the Frigid Highlands. Just go here and let him attack those guys that I already killed. And he'll turn on his might. He's wearing Lionheart, Vamp Gaze, and just some plain Reaper's Toll. But yeah, look at this effect that Fortitude does, man. That's awesome. How it shoots back at him, that little ice thing that freezes him. Yeah, so there's some improvements now that this character is able to take advantage of. The armor is probably quite a bit higher. It's 23% chance. Oh, it's not that different. Oh, it's because my chilling armor is cast now, that's why. And you have to keep in mind that this Gladiator's Bane is never going to cast the chilling armor, so it'll be significantly less. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it, and I'm looking forward to testing this out, man. And it's a decent Fortitude, right? Look at that life. The cast rate helps out a lot as well. Yeah, so you do your little war cry a hell of a lot faster now. What would be really epic, I'll have to check the breakpoints, but it would be epic to get a ring like this, kind of, you know, a rare ring that has Mana Steel and maybe some other nice mods, as well as 10% faster cast rate. Because you might hit another breakpoint with 35, then I'm not sure though. I'll have to look into it, but I haven't checked the Barbarian's cast rate breakpoints. But it's a possibility. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this Fortitude, man. I'm looking forward to making some videos of this guy. And, yeah, something else is brewing, dude, okay? This freaking GG item, dude, that I'm going to be using in the place of this Lawbringer sometimes. But I'm going to test them vigorously to see which one in general is more efficient. But I'm thinking nothing's going to be this Lawbringer in, like, highly undead condensed areas, because it's really good against undead. But of course the downside is sometimes it just keeps knocking them back, and it could get annoying, but it's very defensive against them. So depending on the situation, you know, I might still want to use my other one. I'm not sure though. I gotta test this shit out, man. That's why I make these videos too, so I can test this stuff out and try to, you know, come to my own conclusions, you know what I mean? But the Lawbringer is always going to be with this guy, that's for sure, because the Decrepify it casts is awesome as well. You don't have to wait for your Merc to cast it. And of course it opens up the option to give them something else. I actually did just attain a nice 50s Eth pull where you could make an Obedience in, so I might do that. I actually cube-socketed that thing, man. A great poleaxe. I found a plain ethereal one, so I decided to cube-socket it, which gives you random sockets. Random amount. And I was hoping for 4, you know, because those things were what you make your infinities in and stuff, and insight, and pride. But I got a 5. So, but I still might make an Obedience to test it out. Hell, I'll make some videos of that if I do, alright? But like this damn video. And subscribe to the page. And thanks, man, for being a patron. Yeah, and if anyone else wants to be a patron of the Iceman, dude, hit up that link below, okay? There's a link to become a patron of this channel. Really appreciate it. And if you want to talk shit, what you gonna do when the Iceman comes for you?